Hello, Nigerians. I want to remind you today as a Nigerian, as an Arewa girl, okay? If you want Nigeria to get better, if you want change in Nigeria, change must start from the northern Nigeria. Change must start from the northern Nigeria. Northern Nigeria is the manufacturer of the core problem we have in the country today. If you want to argue with me, please show me in the southern Nigeria where they bring up irresponsible children like the Almajirinchi children. Show me governors' wives who are budgeting billions of funds in the southern Nigeria to host a mass wedding. Show me one place in the southern Nigeria where they are pardoning criminals, hardcore criminals like terrorists. Before you come and argue with me senselessly. Anyway, an average Arewa person no get sense, so I will not really argue with you people. Show me in the northern Nigeria, in the northern Nigeria currently, poverty rate here is 70% as of 2026. In the southern Nigeria, 30%. Okay? According to UNICEF, in 2020, there are according to UNICEF, in 2026, there are 20 million out-of-school children in the entire Nigeria. 80% of this 20 million is from the northern part of Nigeria. What is 80% of 20 million? 60 million. All the T groups we have in the country, they all started, we have more T group. Let's even say IPOP groups are T group. Only one T group in southern Nigeria. We have how many T groups in the northern Nigeria? We have Lakurawa, we have ISWAP, we have Boko Haram, we have all these hardcore criminals. They are from the northern Nigeria. Is Islamic extremism now from northern Nigeria? You could see that one. In fact, this Islamic extremism is even why we have hardcore criminals in the first place in the country. Lastly, if you have made the video so far, I want to tell you all that malaria and cancer, both of them are sickness, but their magnitude, their effect are totally different. Okay, bye.
Okay, I quite understand what you're saying, that nobody should argue with you. Of course, what you have said, there are facts that we can really see. But the southern politicians are the ones encouraging the northerners as well. None of them will come out and speak. I could remember the last election in 2023 when Obi was campaigning that the poverty rate in the north, that he is going to make sure that all of those things will be eradicated to a very large extent. It was one of I don't know, one of all these Buhari's aid. Was it Adamu Garuba, or this other one that they call that was aid to, that works with Buhari, with this one, what is his name? What is her name? Loretta Onoche. That guy that they said he was selling recharge card before he started speaking, or an aid to Buhari. I've forgotten his name. Either of them, Adamu Garuba, not Shehu Garuba, Adamu Garuba. They were saying, how can Obi be saying that kind of a thing? How Obi is an insult to the north? How can he be using that as a campaign? And what have you? It was only Obi that could say all of those things and come out and even challenge them. You know that the politicians, both from the south and the north, they are working together. That's why they will say, oh, my brother from another mother. When they are saying that, you know that they are sharing, there are things they are sharing. And again, of course, we know that it's going to come for them, but it is not even that 30% is too much. The southern politicians are also the ones encouraging them. They will never tell them the truth. But because of the level of education, level of awareness, and again, we are not in the same culture. That's why you see here IPOP saying that we don't want to be together. So the change will not come. That is who they are. That is who they are, and that is why some people still believe. Even some of us are seeing it, that it might be we want the country to be together, and we want it to be divided. We want it to be together if people are ready, especially when you said from the north, if they are ready to make changes. But unfortunately, we can all be having the same color, but we don't have the same culture. The cultures are different, and the way they embrace their religion Also, we know the kind of religion we embrace in this house. So the religion, both regions having the same, having the same religion is different. Christianity is dominant, and we know what a Christianity preaches, which of course some people are making mess of that religion as well. So the only thing as it stands now, because in my opinion, I've seen that this one Nigeria, in anybody that will come and do the needful, and I've always said it, that we only need one person who has integrity, somebody who is truthful. If the person is there, things will change. But unfortunately, if the person leaves, you will see that a lot of people will not be comfortable with that person, because the foundation has been, so it's already destroyed. Like if Peter Obi comes, I'm seeing it as, okay, whatever he will do is just for a period of time. They will come back to status quo. Do you know what happened under what is it called? Fashola rebranded Lagos. But as soon as he left, for where all the things that people were praising Fashola for, all those things, they've destroyed everything. Even this Alex Oti that we are talking about, that has brought a development to that state in the past 24 years. You see that even if he leaves, well, people have seen how good governance should be, but I bet you that is why you see that all these APC supporters, all the APC whatever, they are not, they are stepping down. They don't want to contest with him. That anyhow, even if he stay 8 years, they will come back to status quo. They will come back to status quo. The only solution for this country is let everybody go their separate way. Then from there, we still have problem in the south. People will start making sure that the problems that are dead will be also dealt with in one way or the other. Because we have seen people that now they know, with the coming of Buhari, coming of Tinubu, it is a free fall. Corruption is a free fall, and they know how to manipulate, and there's nothing anybody can do. Not that there's nothing anybody can do, they will use the instrumentality of the government to suppress the people. So that is just my own opinion. Because if we are waiting for the North to change, they are not going to change because of their culture, because of their religion. Also in the south will never go in that route, because everybody is aware that, of course, not that everybody is aware, because the reason of the culture of the people from the south that made them not for these whatever Fulanis. When you are saying the north, the Fulanis are the ones who have conquered the north, the Hausas. So that was why they could not even penetrate in the south. So, and now people are, no matter how they want to erase the history, people are getting the history and saying this is what it was and this is what it will continue to be. We saw all the shenanigans they brought with they brought to the houses, and also penetrated the lorry. And you think that people now open their eyes? They want to try it. They are still trying their best to make sure that they penetrate the south, but it's going to be difficult, especially that southeast. Forget it. They can't try it. They cannot try it. So you are making sense. I won't say you are not making sense. Okay, so guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.